Hi, I'm going to do a little weekly conglomeration of all of the plant chores that I get done, or at least for this week. I'm going to give it a shot and see how it goes. I don't really have like the kind of schedule where I can stop falling, where I can sit down and do a bunch of plant chores at once. I very rarely get the opportunity to do that, so I kind of just do it here and there. For example, right after I finished recording my last video. Hi, babe. Hello. Right after I finished recording my last video, I had like 20 minutes that were free. So I repotted these two, which I'll insert that clip now.
It shoots onto the street and like falls on people. That's negative. Yeah, so like an actual video of someone doing that. Fish. There's like a tongue eating parasite infection in that. Oh yeah, that places.
Ew, I hate that thing.
Yeah. There's a bag right there. Oh.
Okay, I went ahead and repotted these two because they were in very rough condition. They should have acclimated for longer, but I think that the pros outweigh the cons for this. But since then, we have this leaf open on my, I think, red moon. And then my Florida Beauty has a leaf that's coming out, which is very exciting. But right before I bought this plant, I dropped it. So it does have a tiny little bit of damage, but I'm kind of just like, I got it for $5. So one little damaged leaf isn't gonna break my heart or anything. But I'm excited to see how he does in his new pot. These are just cheap little pots on Amazon. I don't love them. They're very flimsy and they don't come with drainage trays, which is annoying, but... And right now I'm leaving for work in just a little bit, but I want to repot. This is my boyfriend's plant. It's like one of the only plants that he's ever been interested in. So he bought it and I'm taking care of it. I'm gonna repot this. It dries out so fast. I think I'm watering it like every day at this point. And it just had this little growth spurt like within the last couple of days. It's a purple passion plant and it's not gonna read super well on camera, but it's very, very purple. It's fuzzy. And it's a really cool plant. So I'm excited to have it, and it was a good choice for my boyfriend. I'm just gonna repot it. It's not gonna be like a real size up or anything. These are just some of the cheapy pots that Target has right now. It was like $5 for two. And it has a little built-in drainage tray and everything, which is nice. That feels wobbly. So it won't really be a size up, but I'm hoping that this will at least have better water retention than its nursery pot. This is from Seattle Plant Daddy. And I'm gonna be putting it in my pre-made soil combination, which is kind of just your generic chunky soil mix. It's soil, perlite, orchid bark, and then I also put leca in it, which if you go to IKEA right now, they have these big old bags of leca for like, I think it was $10. So highly recommend that. And we're just gonna get into it, I guess. You're also balancing on like a vase. So I apologize if it's wobbly. This is the soil that I kind of use for everything, honestly. Actually, probably don't need that much. I'm excited to see these roots. Oop, I just broke a leaf off. Ooh. Them some good roots. I'm gonna trim some of these leaves while I'm here. That I can just tell are old. Give it Give it a little bit of a makeover. I literally just bought these shoes from IKEA and they immediately, can you tell, they like don't connect anymore, which is great. So probably gonna have to invest in some better clippers, which is unfortunate. But for now, they get the job done most of the time. I do think Seattle Plant Daddy uses a good soil. And then we're gonna plop. Should I at least get that big old bark piece out? I'll do that. I'm okay with some dirt peeking over the top. And then we're just gonna fill in on the sides. Tomorrow, I have some friends coming over, but before they do, I'm gonna try and use some neem oil on my plants for the first time, just to help with, I have some fungus gnats for the norm with plants. And also, if you saw my last video, I'm like nursing some plants for a friend. One of them was a lemon tree. The lemon tree didn't look super hot. I was looking at the lemon tree more yesterday, and it's infested with spider mites, just completely covered in spider mites. So it's out on the patio now, and will probably be getting returned to Swanson's. I think my friend was like, yeah, I'll just return it and find a different plant that I can take care of better. So I won't have to treat that or anything. Give it a good shake or two. And we'll see how this guy likes this. And hopefully he holds water better. I didn't really want to do a white pot. I think he'd look cool with a black pot or something, but there you go. I am gonna go drown him real quick, and if he has like some crazy growth spurt or anything, I'll update you before the end of this video. But tomorrow, before my friends come, I'm gonna use some neem oil. I got this set also at Target. It's a bottle of neem oil and then some microfiber gloves, which will be really fun to use with my nails. But I want to clean some of my leaves off, and I want to hopefully get rid of some gnats. I don't know. I can't remember what neem oil does. I think it helps with gnats. Hopefully help with gnats, clean off some leaves. I think my plants will appreciate it. So that's what I'm definitely planning on doing tomorrow, and I might buy some more pots after work today because I want to repot my birds of paradise and my rubber tree. So we'll see. But either way, I'll see you next time I'm doing plant stuff. I lied, I'm back. I realized that I had another plant that I could repot really quickly. So I was like, I don't have anything that's gonna fit into this other pot, so I guess I'll just keep it and wait. I do. This is my syngonium wendlerii, I think. But she wants a new home, and I think she'll look good in this. So, same soil, same story. I'm a wee bit nervous, just because she is a fiddly gal, for me personally. And she just dropped 2 leaves, so hopefully she doesn't hate this. I'll drop a shit ton more. She does have a new one coming in at the bottom, right there. And we're just gonna, she wasn't a chunky soil mix, so I think she'll be fine. Let's pour some out. How about that? You like that? You like that. This is one of my Florida plants, so I am fairly attached to her. So I hope she likes this. Okay, that was nice and easy. Here she is. I love her. I love this long little stem that she has. I think it's funky and I think it's fun. So hopefully she likes her new pot. Okay, bye for realsies. Howdy. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. Monday was my big watering day, so everyone got watered. I didn't really get clips of that because my roommates were out and I didn't want to embarrass myself. But today's gonna be a repot day. This guy needs a repot, as you can tell. And I want to repot my birds of paradise. It just put out its leaf, so I think it would enjoy size up. They're both going in these pots. It's a bit of a jump for the rubber tree, but I don't know. I just want this plant to do something. So, and they're gonna go in the same mix that I always use. It's my chunky mix. They're in chunky mix right now, so my nose itches. I also watched back the last couple of clips from when I was sitting facing that way, and you could hear the heater in the background. So hopefully this setup is better. In an ideal dream world, I get a mic at some point, but for now we're gonna work with what we've got, which is nothing. But let's get these guys potted up. These are just like the cheapy pots from Target that are like $5 for a pot or something like that, and they have like a bottom water reservoir that you can water into. So let's kick this guy out. Okay, so actually I can't. So actually just kidding. Whoops. Everything's fine. Yeah, there's definitely not dirt all over the place. Damn. Yeah, he wants to size up. They look healthy. I'm not seeing any rot or anything. Smells good. Smells like earth. So we're just gonna... Also, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this guy once he's in this pot, because he was sitting in my windowsill, but this is gonna be too big for my windowsill. So hopefully, I'm just gonna put him on one of my plant tables that I have, and hopefully he'll get enough light wherever I put him. I did see a little growth point that looked activated. So that's exciting. Should I be doing this up here so you can see? There's a big pot for this guy. I'm gonna have to mix more soil for my bird of paradise. Yo. I'm out of orchid bark. Okay, he is potted. If you can see, you almost certainly cannot. But right up here, it's a little active growth point. So hopefully we'll get some actual growth from him soon for the first time in like 6 months. Excuse me. I got dirt on your bed. I'm sorry. You don't care, you're a dog. You don't care. Alright, come here. It's my bird of paradise. This is her new leaf. I would say it's almost done hardening, but it obviously still has some like upward growing to do. This is less of a size up for her. It's definitely more of a diameter than a depth size up. So let's get her out. Oh my god. Okay, I'm starting to understand why people don't fuck with terracotta. Because they really don't like coming out of it, do they? I'm gonna hurt you. Less of a mess. Oh, chunky roots though. Beautiful. Wow. Look at those. That's like all root down there. Stunner. There's dirt down my sleeve. Wow. Okay. Hold on. I fear that I'm gonna have to break her up. But she's like real. I don't want to upset her too much. Especially when she's got this leaf hardening off. Look at how big that one root is right there. It's massive. Okay. We're just gonna do this for now. I have to get her a bigger pot. I think plant pots are gonna go on clearance at Target soon. And there's a big one that I've been eyeing. So maybe I'll grab that and I'll repot her in it in a couple of months. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, like quite literally. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna mix up some soil real quick. Beep, beep. Also, I'm hoping that I don't get too washed out in this video because in filming and editing, my last video was completely fine. It looked beautiful. And then once I posted it to YouTube, I was so washed out. It looked terrible. And I don't know what happened. This is the soil that I use. I get all of this from Swanson's except for the leca. That's from IKEA. Dirt. And this is nice soil on its own. It doesn't have a whole lot of perlite in it, but it's pretty chunky. And then I'm gonna add some perlite. You should definitely do this outside or wearing a mask. So do as I say and not as I do. And then normally I would add in some orchid bark right now, but I'm out. So she's just gonna have to make do without that for now. And I'll toss it in. Maybe a little extra leca. Don't measure any of this, by the way. I just eyeball it. And I'll mix it, and I'll be like, okay, that was chunky enough. Half a gram of perlite too, so now I know. Let's do a full soil restock. Okay. This is what we're looking like. And now keep getting caught on my silver sword. Okay. Bird of Paradise is repotted. She's gonna go back where she was. Hopefully she likes this. Okay. I'm gonna vacuum all of this up, go do some dishes maybe. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, which is my second pass for watering for most of my philodendrons and any of my thirstier plants. So I will see you tomorrow. Actually, real quick. Look. Just real quick. I just wanted to show you guys all of the blooms. I have a new leaf coming in on my King Carolera Nerva. This one has a leaf, but it's super damaged. Yeah, that's janky. Whoops. This is where they are going for now. Hopefully they like it. I need to vacuum this. Okay, it is Thursday, which means that it is second watering day for the week. So all of my philodendrons, all of my really thirsty plants are gonna get their second watering. And then also my roommate was nice enough to hang up some wall planters that I bought. And I'm gonna repot my biliate into one. The other one's gonna remain empty for a while. I am hoping to get an Anthurium pallidiflorum soon, within the next month or so. So it's gonna go in the other one, but the other one's gonna, one will be empty, one will have a biliate. So also Warhammer Army, those are my Tyranids. What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't kiss. Thank you. Okay, in true Seattle fashion, it started raining. So if the lighting's ass, that's why. But it's time to repot my biliate. What you doing, babe? This is just a little wall hanging pot from Target. It's kind of the same as the pots that I put the Birds of Paradise and Fig Tree in, except it's the wall version. So it has the little water reservoir, flat back, plastic, nothing crazy. I'm gonna be putting my Billy in there. This is his newest leaf. It's still hardening off, but so is the leaf that this was the first leaf he gave me since I bought him. I had him for a couple of months, and I know that they're slow growers, but he gave me this leaf, and it was definitely a size down from some of his other leaves. So I was kind of sad about that, but like literally as soon as he pushed him out, he started pushing this guy out. So, and we have a new, oh my god, how can I even show you this? Right there, we've got a new spike coming in. So that's very exciting. I'm gonna try and figure out what's the best way to, I think if I put him like this, most of his leaves will still be happy. So we're gonna do that. Don't make a mess. You need a mess. Not as much of a mess as the guys yesterday did, though. Ooh, good roots. Nice, healthy looking roots. Love that. And then we're just gonna, should I plop him in? We're gonna plop him in like that. Scoot some of this a little. So he sits a little further down. Cute. Little baby leaves are getting in the way. This is an interesting, I think this is an inappropriate size up, like sizing wise, but it is funny that it's like half flat. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go to Swanson's this weekend and get more soil stuff, which is annoying. Like the last couple of days that I've had off of work, I've been just doing shit. So I was excited to have a day off where I wasn't doing shit. But unfortunately, I will be doing shit. Such is the way of adult life. I was a little worried that I was gonna have to repot this guy while this pot was hanging on the wall. I don't know why I assumed like once it's hung up, you like can't pull it down or anything like that. Look at my chopstick. Come here. So I was like, I'm gonna have to repot this while it's hanging on the wall. That's gonna be so hard. Girl, you don't pull that thing off the wall. We're just making sure all the nooks and crannies are filled. This is gonna be so cute. Oh, I'm excited for this. This is like my first, like, I don't know, decorative way of repotting a plant, having it hang up on the wall. So I'm probably unnecessarily excited about it. It does have a little root sticking out of the dirt. It was growing straight up the side of the pot and was like poking out the top of it. And I fear that that guy's just gonna have to. Maybe I can like bury him. How about that? You like that? I don't think he likes that. He's just gonna have to. I think this might be my last repot for the week. We'll see how long. Actually, no, I'm so lying. Just realized that I just lied to you. I have. He's done. 1 second. So that's what he looks like. He'll be up on the wall. Very cute, very cute, very cute. And then if I ever want to stake him, because I know some people stake their billies, it'll just be on the back. And I think that that'll work nicely. And I'll give him some water before I hang him up. But my little baby Polensis has officially been acclimating for 2 weeks, which is when I repot them. I did trim one of his bigger leaves off. It just was kind of pale and has some crisping, and he has a bunch of new leaves coming in, so I really wanted him to be able to focus on those, which probably wasn't like the best thing to do while it was acclimating, but he seems happy. So he'll get repotted probably on Saturday. So this will be my last repot of the week. But maybe I'll take you to Swanson's with me. That's kind of a plan for. That'll be the grand finale. I'll take you to Swanson's with me. But until then, let's go water this guy and then hang him on the wall.
Alright.
You got it? Oh my god, I just almost died. Okay.
Almost died.
I just almost died. My life flashed before my eyes. Okay, this is a terrible shot, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. This is where the pots are hanging. This is where I want the Polytophorum to go. We have a little couch right here. And I think the Polytophorum would look so cool with like its leaves just cascading down. But that's scary. That leaf is funky and making me a little worried, so we might have to revisit and rotate him some more at a later date. I'm gonna see if maybe it'll start turning to reach the sunlight. But it's also a lot of. Are you secure? We'll see how this does. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Just tripped on the fucking weight again. This is how it's hung. So it's flush against the wall, but then it's pressing so that this is split. It seems pretty secure. We'll see how he likes this spot. I am also worried just about like it being too dark. I think it'll be okay, especially as we're going into like spring and summertime. We get way more sunlight coming into this window for longer periods of the day. So hopefully he'll be okay. Look at that new leaf. Okay. Well, he's up and hopefully he will have a friend up here soon. Okay, that's today's chores. Nothing tomorrow, but Saturday we're gonna do Polensis repot and we'll go to Swanson's because I need more soil stuff. No plants. Just soil stuff. I just cut this leaf off of my Anthurium crystallinum, crystallinum, I think, because it just was like so fucked up and it was making me sad, and I would rather it put the energy that it would have put into this leaf into a new pretty leaf, but it got stuck, it got damaged, it got dried. It's a beautiful color though. Sad. Okay, really quickly. Don't look at how gross that is. Really quickly. First of all, look, she's pregnant with twins. This is the new leaf that she's putting out for me. This was the leaf before that. And it's a size up, and she's not even done hardening off yet. This leaf, however, is really rough. It actually used to sit on this table right here. And one of my roommates shut this leaf in our patio door when it was still fresh and hardening off. And it's yellowing now. And as much as I want her to have all these leaves, this one's just really sad. And since she's pregnant with twins, I think it makes the most sense to snip it. Let me make sure I'm getting the right one. This one. And then she's gonna go back. And hopefully she's not too upset at me. It makes me sad. But I feel like this leaf was more of a nuisance to her, so. It also was really sun bleached as well. It's just rough. This leaf is rough. So she's gone now. Look at how crazy this stem is though. Petiole. I love how it smells though. Okay, bye. I'll see you later. Hi. Decided I'm not gonna go to. There's a crow outside. I decided I'm not gonna go to Swanson's today. I don't think I'll need any more soil anytime soon, and I also ordered some plants yesterday online. So I'm like, I've spent my plant budget until my next paycheck. So we're good on soil for the time being. We'll go later. But it's Saturday, which means he's getting repotted. I'm just gonna bump him up to this pot. This is one of the little cheapy Amazon pots. Doesn't come with a tray or anything. These are literally like a couple bucks probably. I don't know. And we're gonna use the soil that I've been using, and hopefully he's not too upset about that. It's been 2 weeks since I got him, so he is fully acclimated. He's acclimated enough to where I'm gonna repot him. And I did do a chore last night that I didn't record. I just used my neem oil for the first time, and I sprayed all my plants down and I wiped them down. I had just come home from work and I was like, come here, orange bird. Just come home from work and I was like, I want to do this really quickly, and it's nighttime, which is the best time to do it because then you don't risk the leaves getting burned in the sunlight. So I just did it. I came home from work and I just did it. I didn't show you guys, but everyone looks so good. And it smells good. This is like, I've heard things about neem oil smelling really bad. This one is lemon scented, so it actually smells really good. But it was an enjoyable little relaxing thing to do when I got home from work. I don't want to upset his roots too much, but he's like still very much in the shape of his nursery pot. So I would like to loosen that up a little bit, but their roots are so fine and I can tell they're going everywhere. So we're not gonna do that. He'll be fine. And we're just gonna plop him in. Exciting. Okay, he's officially in a bigger pot. I love this plant so much. He still looks kind of pale. It's not reading on the camera as well. He looks nice and bright for y'all, but he looks kind of pale for me, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm not going to sweat it right now. So we're done. We're good. I'm gonna put him back where he was. Actually, I'm gonna water him and then I'll put him back where he was. But I think that's my last chore for the week. I'm really tired if you can't tell. Should I go to the plant shop? No, I shouldn't. No. I'll go next week. I'll take you guys next week. I don't know what chores I'm gonna have next week. If I decide that it's a lot, maybe I'll bring you guys along. I don't know. I need to edit this. I need to post it. We'll see how that goes and how long that takes me. But those are the chores for this week. Thank you for hanging out with me while I did them. I really appreciate you being here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow me on all of my other socials, which are all Pretty Pluto Kitty. I am thinking about changing that, which is crazy. I've had that username for years, but I'm about to be 26, and I don't know if that's the username that a 26-year-old woman would have. So that's what it is for now. If you want to follow me on everything else. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being here again. Thank you for all the nice comments on my last video, for all the support. I appreciate it. Okay, I don't know how to end this, so goodbye for realsies. I'll see you next time.